So I am so happy to be here. Actually, I wake up happy every single day. And recently, I asked my mom, and she said, "Darling, you were a happy baby." I said, "Okay." So when Donna asked me to be here for this year's Gen W event, the very first thing that came to my mind is that I am grateful. I am grateful to have the opportunity to attend Gen W, grateful to meet all of you, and hopefully I can make a difference today, because that's what I'm up here for. My hope for the talk is whether you're currently a leader or a future leader, that you're going to take away a few nuggets that'll make a difference in your life and in your work. So one thing that I know for sure is that people are the most important asset and the single biggest factor of success in any company. So 30 years ago, I was super lucky to find my home at Adecco. Where are my Adecco people in the audience? Woo! Thank you for being here. But I was lucky to find my home for life and for business at Adecco. And it's been a wonderful journey and a ton of fun. But in 30 years, I've learned a lot of things along the way. And what I want to do today is sprinkle that fertilizer on you and share with you. So what is a cherry on top? So a cherry on top is doing something just a little bit better. It's an unexpected kindness that expresses care and thoughtfulness. It's that little something extra special. So today I'm going to talk about three things. I'm going to talk about talent, which is all of us in the audience. I'm going to talk about leadership, all of us leading. And I'm going to talk about putting a cherry on top. So number one, you first of all got to immerse yourself in the business. Be all in every single day. I always just focused on the role or the job that I was given, and I did it exceptionally well. I did it with a cherry on top. To be part of the 1%, you must be prepared to do what 99% of people won't do. You got to be that 1%. The other thing we talk a lot about now is team, to demonstrate the ability that you can bring people along with you. Share that vision and that mission. Get the team with you. And then differentiate yourself as a leader. Have yourself doing the right things at the right place at just the right time. The other thing that was always helpful to me is developing a successor, sprinkling fertilizer on people around me so that I could move into a different role and make more of an impact on the organization, but have that successor ready. So let's talk about talent. We put 900,000 people to work around the world, so talent is my favorite thing to talk about. So talent is the DNA in a company. It determines everything we are, who we are. It's what makes our company special. It defines everything about us, our culture, our energy, our competitive advantage, and ultimately, our place in the marketplace. So we talk a lot about retention. And retention of people has a direct correlation to the profitability of your company. We know that people stay when they're these things. They are well paid, they are challenged, they are promoted, and they're all the other things that are up here on the slide. And I mean all of these things right now. But how do you improve your retention rates and keep your employees happy and engaged? So one of my favorite stories is 5 frogs on a log. So I'm going to see how smart this audience is, because I heard Gen W audience was really smart. So there are 5 frogs on a log, and 1 frog decides to jump. How many frogs on that log? This is the smartest audience I have ever talked to in my career. So you're right. There are 5, because deciding and doing something are 2 completely different things. You see, lots of people talk. Very few people act. They don't take action. I'm very interested in the doers, the people who actually work and get things done. So make sure that you're a doer when it comes to retaining your people, helping refer and retain those people. And when it comes to being a leader, I want you to be a cherry on top leader and do more. Take action with that little cherry on top. So many of you are managers and leaders here, but everybody, all of us, are a part of a team. So part of a leader's job, our job, is managing the team and making sure all the team members are contributing and everybody's oars are in the water. So earlier we talked about some of the reasons that people stay at a company, but this slide actually shows you the number one reason why people leave. Why do they leave, you guys? They do. They voluntarily quit their job. They're quitting their boss. How many of you would quit a boss? I got it. I'm with you. So people work for people. They don't work for companies. They work for you, and they work for me. And when people leave, they leave their direct supervisor. So I believe that relationships are everything, personally and professionally. And part of retaining the very best people is managing those relationships with them. So I believe you have to have a high EQ, emotional intelligence, so you got to get to know your people. So I have a really funny cherry on top story. So Sarah, who's with me today, has worked with me for 30 years, and I'm not supposed to tell this, but she gets her hair colored. Sorry, Sarah. So I wanted to do a cherry on top moment and make a difference in Sarah's life, so I called the hairdresser and paid for her hair to be colored. And the card read, "She gave you those gray hairs, so she might as well pay to cover them up." See, Sarah, that was good. So everybody wants to feel valued, right? We want to feel appreciated. We want to be challenged. We want to be involved. And everybody wants a relationship with you. And I believe the best leaders, all of us in this room, have to have a high IQ and we have to have a high EQ. You realize EQ will take you faster up that career progression than IQ. It's your emotional connection to people that will take you straight up. So let me talk a little bit about time. It's our most precious asset right now. We are busier than ever. We are busy with conference calls, travel, the days fly by, but you get to decide how you vote with your time. So let me tell you, we do the Great Place to Work survey. Your companies do those surveys? You know, I never care about making the list. I care that we are a great place to work every day. So what we hear in the survey is that two-way communication is very important, back and forth. People want to play ping pong. So for the first time in history, you all, 4 generations are in the workforce. You see, my father is 88 years old, and he's still a citrus grower in Vero Beach. And yet my millennial children are in the workforce, so all of us. So the one thing, the common denominator around us all is we want to play ping pong. We want to bounce those ideas back and forth. So one of my favorite quotes is, "People will not remember what you said," hopefully you will remember what I said, "and not what you did, but they're going to remember the way you made them feel." Fundamentally, all of us want to feel special and appreciated. So before I close, I want to give you 2 leadership behaviors that I think are really important right now. And that's staying relevant. Donna talked about the speed of change right now, and being resilient. And the leadership lessons about leading through change is super important. Donna talked about it this morning, but we're at this crossroads, you all. We've got 1 foot in traditional and 1 foot in the new way of doing business and the new environment. But in all of our business, you all, stuff's going to happen. There are going to be problems and bumps in the road. But I believe that resilience is one of the most important traits of a leader. I got a brand new CEO 2 weeks ago. Believe me, I have to be resilient right now. So being a leader is hard work. It's absolutely hard work. It's not easy. You have to have the ability to keep going just like the camel when it's super hard. You got to have a lot of stamina, resilience, and a lot of energy. Even when things aren't going well, have a positive attitude. Be happy. That, to me, is leadership. So I'd like to wrap up with my favorite quote. And you heard a little bit about it when I said I'm going to the beach. But the true meaning of life is to plant trees of whose shade you do not expect to sit under. So I challenge all of you to plant trees after you've left the company. People will remember you for the hires that you made, the people you referred over, the people you helped and mentored, and the impact that you made on the company. That's how you leave a legacy in any organization, by planting trees and being extremely generous. Generous not only in terms of your time, but by being generous emotionally and sharing the very best of yourself with others. So work like crazy, everybody. Bring out the best in your people and provide them with all the support and resources they need. The people that you're going to hire, mentor, and lead are a direct reflection of you. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Listen, you are those leaders. I want you to lead, and I want you to put a cherry on top. And this cherry is for Donna Orinder.